Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Folari, and I am with Asukwo James.
Good morning, Nigerians.
Indeed. And today is the first day of the phased relaxation, shall we say, and hopefully the beginning of a return to normalcy. But there still are some adjustments. Normally, usually before now, it was Lagos, it was Abuja, Lagos, and Ogun State. But then the Lagos State government has found, it necessary to adjust some of the modus of how it shall be, right?
Yes.
In fact, let's just in case anybody missed it yesterday, it was a sort of a late announcement, but there suddenly was a difference. Civil servants were not to report en masse to work. But let's hear it from the governor as he put it out yesterday.
Press briefing said he had met with the traditional rulers in the state as well as the local government chairman on the need for a collaborative effort in getting information across to every nook and cranny of the state. He also spoke on the imposed curfew as the state moves towards easing the lockdown.
As we move into the gradual unlocking tomorrow, there's a curfew for emphasis state, which I did mention to them is from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. on a daily basis. And it's important for them to take this message back home, because some of our citizens, they've never witnessed or understand what a curfew is. So that has to be explained to them, and they have to take it back to their community.
Furthermore, the governor made amendments to the resumption of civil servants to work tomorrow.
All civil servants will stay away tomorrow. They should not come to work tomorrow, because we actually want to measure how people reflect and react to the unlocking. And even from Tuesday, it's only officers from grade level 15 and above have the express permission to come to work. It's only grade levels 15 and above have the express permission to come to work.
On the markets and open stores, he said they would have alternate days of operation.
All the food market and stores will be permitted to only open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'll repeat, food markets will be open only on Tuesdays, on Thursdays, and Saturdays from the hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. However, other markets that are selling building materials, spare parts, non-food markets will be open on Mondays, on Wednesdays, and Fridays.
And for the eateries, he said there has been an extension of time for the Ramadan period, but for takeaways, and that all places of worship remain closed. The same goes for schools at all levels, but advised for them to engage in online learning.
Schools are still closed. Private schools, public schools, primary schools, secondary schools, tertiary institutions, they all remain closed. However, we are aware that there are some online classes that are taking place with some schools. We encourage people to have very useful dialogue between the parents and the school authority.
The federal government had said the lockdown would be eased in Lagos, Abuja, and Ogun states.
Okay, then. So that's it, Governor Sanwo-Olu, being detailed about the adjustments that had been made. It's interesting because he called attention to the fact that, with the population of Lagos being what it is, and the demographics, there might be a number of people that had never experienced a curfew properly, and so people need to be able to tell them what exactly a curfew is. It's from 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. So from 8 p.m.
to 6
to 6 a.m. So nobody's to be seen on the streets. 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. And then the food, very, very essential. They're sort of putting a structure to it now. When the governor says Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for the foods, and Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for your tires and your crankshaft or whatever it is you want to buy, non-essential, well, it'll be interesting to see, because in the past, there wasn't a strict compliance. Well, how did you see it, Asukwo?
Yeah, in the past there wasn't, and like the states, like Ogun State, had staggered days, where people can go out, stock, and their homes with foodstuff and all. But in Lagos, it was locked down, but people were still on the streets.
Yes,
you know,
because
and it is just a known fact. The set of people that were not going out, we are maybe some people had maybe stores far from their homes, and they couldn't get transportation to go there.
Exactly.
You know, and then the civil servants, definitely, they were not even.
And then
going
you might
to
have
work.
seen a couple of videos of perhaps, how does one refer to these law enforcement officers, over enthusiastic, where the law was indeed infringed and, well, is it the law, the regulation, and people had opened stores, maybe because they lived very, very close to their stores. You saw policemen
Going there to harass them.
in addition to harassing them, another form of harassment was breaking bottles,
Yes, yes.
breaking all their commodities, breaking whatever was in their shop, especially if it was glass, breaking, just breaking their show glasses. That is not the behavior that is required, much as it is not the behavior that is required for citizens to disobey. But do two wrongs make a right? It's a difficult thing. Unfortunately, and this might be a bit controversial to say, when you try to reason with people, people will think that, okay, we'll just talk about it and but that jungle justice, shall I refer to it as that, probably would have alerted people that these people are taking no prisoners though. They are not taking it easy. So don't even dare open up your shop. But still, it's unsatisfactory.
Yes, exactly. So in terms of enforcement, we want, in as much as we want these guidelines and regulations to be enforced, we want the police to also take it at the back of their minds that these are also Nigerians who are going through the same pain like them. And then the reason why we don't want people to either open their shops when it is not their own time.
They
because
need to
now,
be very firm, but
yes,
not become barbaric.
like the one you're talking about was when twilight of the lockdown, where some overzealous police officers went and started breaking bottles and all. It's a simple thing. You're not supposed to open. Because of this
and then enforce
that,
a closure.
Then you close.
Unfortunately,
breaking,
you know how people can be stubborn. I'm not justifying it in any
but
way.
It is only when the person is stubborn that then you can now use that extra, a little bit of force.
Perhaps you're right. Remember
not that one
is justifying it any way, shape, or form.
Yes, exactly.
But remember how sometimes NEPA will disconnect you, they'll go their way. And what will people do?
For electrician.
You go and look for electrician, you climb the pole and you reconnect yourself.
Exactly.
Not justifying, bad treatment. But we have our Sarah Ayeku. She's in town. In fact, she's at Berger. And let's see if we can connect with her to get her impressions. Hello, Sarah. Good morning. This is Yori Folare and Asukwa James in studio. Glad to see you're staying safe there. You've got your face mask and everything. Face mask. Could you give us what your impressions are? It looks like there's a video. It was freezing a bit.
That looks like
but as soon as we can get hold of Sarah. Aha, we have you again, Sarah. Sarah, if you can hear us. Okay, tell us what it's like there. Is it any different? This is the first day of the phased reopening. Okay, I'm going to try again. Hello, Sarah. Okay, we'll sort that out. But we could see for ourselves because Berger is very close to the border between Lagos and Ogun. And there are a lot of people, residents in that area, a lot of traffic normally. So you could see the streets were pretty bare. And we were talking about that before coming on air, that, look, now there are time segments for different citizens, different people, different activities. And you thought that was really playing into why the streets are going to be as bare as that. And in addition to the fact that the school children, you heard the governor just say, and by the way, when the governor was saying tomorrow, because that was recorded yesterday, every time the governor said tomorrow, he's talking about right now, today. So all those very senior citizens, senior civil servants will be the only ones that will be at work from tomorrow. That is level 15.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, from tomorrow Tuesday.
And then what we actually saw around Berger was, it's quite worrisome because the president has said no interstate travels. You know, yes, we know that there are some people working in Lagos and they live in Ogun State.
Yes.
But I know that the governor of Ogun State has said, if you are working in Lagos, I think it's better you stay home for now.
Or move to Lagos.
Or move to Lagos completely. And
when you can.
Yes, so that you don't start moving, because this thing is the community transmission level that we are. You can't say every day you are going to Lagos and you are moving to Ogun.
Yeah.
Going to Lagos.
No, that won't work.
You know, that is where the community transmission...
I'll tell you what, Asukwa, let's take a quick commercial break. Stay with us, please. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, and we're looking at, just taking an update on how it's going this first day. Phased sort of return to normalcy to the extent that that is possible as the pandemic continues to rage. But happily, the numbers are coming down from where they used to be in terms of individual states. We see that Lagos, there was a time when it was bad. Lagos was 87 or something like that, and that was a bad
70,
week.
80, yes. It was hovering between 70
yeah,
and 80.
Now it's come down. I think if I saw it correctly, Lagos 30,
29.
29 for goodness sake. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that continues. We're talking about the markets that are now open, that will now be opened. On the food markets, as the governor was saying right there, you saw it, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Again, between the hours of 9 and 3. And those hours remain for the non-food and non-essential markets, so to speak, between 9 and 3 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Eateries, Asukwa, you were telling me?
It's between 9 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Eateries, restaurants. And you're not sitting down to eat, it's takeaway. So immediately you go there, you order for your food, they give you the takeaway and you leave.
So that's the arrangement in Lagos. We'll be finding out how it is because we have our correspondent, Habidat Lawal. She's in Abuja. We've got Sarah Ayeku. She's in Lagos here with us. In fact, she's right now at Berger. And let's see if we can get her again. It was a bit tight the other time. Hello, Habidat, Sarah. Good morning, Sarah. Okay, Sarah. We can hear the atmospheric sound. We'd like to hear you. Good morning, Sarah. Okay, so while we're trying to sort Sarah out, we also have the Commissioner for Information and Strategy in Lagos State lined up, as well as Honorable Remy Hassan. He's Special Advisor to the Ogun State Governor on Information, and he'll be joining us via Skype. Ibrahim Issa is also our man in Kano. We'll see if we can connect with him as well. And as always, we'll be connecting with you at home when the time comes, because we dearly like to hear from you. There's a sense in which you also are being something of a reporter, because you'll be telling us what it's like in your area, and also what you get to add what you think about the matter. That's the difference between you and our correspondents. Correspondents can't tell us what they think, can't tell us their opinions, but you can. Our correspondents will report it the way it is. We're still trying to see if we can get Sarah Ayeku. Sarah will be with us as soon as she can be with us. The governor was explaining that the adjustment of the eateries had to do with the Ramadan fast going on, because there will be a number of bachelors who depend on eateries, that kind of a thing. So the way I have heard some comments, especially on social media, about how it's going to work the hours, because even though we're opening up and people can go to work, some guidelines that Lagos State government has put out there, it's not that everybody should just return. Just like Lagos State itself has said that it's only level 15 and above officers from tomorrow. And by the way, don't bother coming in today. So you don't expect any Lagos civil servants to be at work. But even with the private sector, you have to be 60% full.
Yeah, the thing is it depends on the enforcement. You know, when you say somebody should stay at home should go to work on Monday, should don't go on Tuesday, on Wednesday you go to work on, you know, it is un-Nigerian. Let me use that word.
Does that happen? Has anybody said, is it staggered like that?
It's staggered, you know.
Even
if
for,
you look at it,
even for offices?
If you look at, now I'm talking about the food market and the non-food market.
No, I was talking about offices now.
Now, for the offices like the banks, they are all open. You can go from 9 to, I think, 2 or 3. 3 o'clock.
Yes.
You know, and for...
But make sure that no more than 60% of your staff are there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they must take special care.
Then
don't admit anybody who doesn't have a face mask.
For offices it's just the normal essential duty. If you are not on essential duty, you are not supposed to be on.
Let's try Sarah one more time, and then we'll try someone else if we... Good morning again, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Okay, tell us, Sarah, about your environment. It does look pretty deserted. Tell us about that.
Yori, it's not really deserted. We've seen a huge inflow of vehicles this morning coming from Ogun State into Lagos. What we've seen this morning because of the ban on interstate travel. But what we've seen this morning, what we observed this morning, the only thing that we have seen is that there is a barricade just behind me there, just like you're seeing there. A barricade, and FRC officials are positioned there, but they are not checking if this person's coming in on a set. They're supposed to check. So that's where a lot of persons are concerned that there could be a possible spike in the number of confirmed cases of coronavirus if this is not checked at the various security posts mounted by the government.
Have you been able to speak with the officials to find out why there is this laxity?
We've not been able to speak with any official. As a matter of fact, at Berger early this morning, we didn't even see any checkpoints there, of which last night and previous days that have been, of course, plying this route, we've all encounters at these checkpoints. But this morning we didn't see a checkpoint at Berger. And what we got here, we actually thought that you have officers here checking things that are on essential duty and allowing them into Lagos. But what we've seen, it's like a free-for-all. Everybody can come into Lagos or go out of Lagos. So some persons are even trying to evade the traffic. Some persons after punch newspaper and using to access Berger. Some persons are even in the one way on the other side. That's outbound Lagos. So free for all, some sort. We've not really had anybody enforcing the rules or the guidelines that have been set or put down from
the... Okay, thank you very much, Sarah. The lines are not all that we would like them to be, so I'm going to let you go. But thank you very much. You've given us stuff to talk about here. Thank you very much. That's Sarah Ayeku. She's at Berger, the outskirts, very close to the border between Lagos and Ogun State. Now, disturbing news from her there because, again, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, in this particular case, it's a bit deceptive because she's explained why it looks deserted. She has come away from that particular gate that they have set up. But even at that, she says, because ordinarily, she wouldn't have that clear road behind her on an ordinary day before all of this trouble started. But the reason why it is so is because she's now pointed out that you can see in the distance, that's where they've put a gate there. But the officials are allowing just about anybody in. That's a problem.
And that is where so many people are saying that we are not taking this whole matter seriously. Because if for instance, people are dying and the numbers are increasing, we should be able to say, okay, fine. If the president actually gave an order,